Hello everybody, today is November the 22nd and tonight we are going to be looking at Keir Starmer, Farmer Harmer. We are going to be looking at two-tier Keir, two-tier free gear Keir, all of those variations. He's been a little bit hot and bothered this week. He's been over at some summit or other in Brazil. He has also managed to annoy Putin. He has also managed to get everyone really worked up. I mean, he had BlackRock at Downing Street yesterday. Now, I have a little bit of a prediction, a random prediction that happened the other day when I went on Twitter or X. And I've been kind of avoiding it because it's been a bit drama-y for me of late. But I went on Twitter and X to basically leave him a kind of like nah comment with everything that's going on. So in the comment, I basically said he was the general gist of it is you're useless, you're a puppet of BlackRock and WEF. Later that day, he had BlackRock at Downing Street. I've posted it in the by the time this is up, I'll have posted it in the community section if you want to go and have a look at it. And it's all time-stamped and stuff, so you can see that I'd said it before. But it's just a bit of intuition. BlackRock hadn't been on my mind or anything like that. I don't know, I just thought weapon BlackRock just came into my head. And it's not something I've really ever posted about before, but there we go. So, we're going to be looking into Keir, see what's coming up for him, for the United Kingdom, see what is going on with Keir Starmer. He's a Virgo. I read a lot on Virgos. Harry's a Virgo, Dory is a Virgo. They're my usual fare. But Keir is also a Virgo. So he would come out as the Hermit. And he would come out as well as the King of Pentacles, because Virgo is an earth sign and Pentacles relates to earth signs as well. They're not doing very well, this Labour government, I have to say. There's been a scandal after scandal. There's just been another scandal with Rachel Reeves, who's the Chancellor, who's the money person. She's basically lied on her CV. I mean, it's... I'm not an overly political person, but man, these ones are just like, I mean, if they could do, it's just like, they're, I don't know. Let's have a look at Keir Starmer's energy. They're just hopeless, man. Absolutely hopeless. Let's have a look. Where is he right now? Two of Pentacles. He's trying to keep everything balanced and he's wanting to create some type of change. He's wanting to create some type of movement. Okay, but let's see what's crossing over him. The King of Pentacles is in reverse. His own self is crossing over him. That is very interesting. The King of Pentacles could just also well imply that there isn't the finances necessarily there for him, or he's blaming the finances for not being able to do things that he wants to do. Let me have a look what's above. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that's the money. And we have the Hanged Man in reverse. We are dealing with a particularly kind of stupid man. Academically, he's probably quite bright, but he is a particularly stupid man. He hasn't learnt anything from anything that's happened this year. So I feel like he hasn't got this element where he wants to self-sacrifice, and he's not going to go back on his beliefs. He's not going to sacrifice his beliefs with the Hanged Man in reverse. He doesn't learn anything. He doesn't absorb anything. He doesn't process things like most normal human beings do. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, there's something blocking him, which is probably a good thing. Let's face it, this guy is just a walking pile of bad ideas from my perspective. Another tarot reader might say, oh my God, there's something blocking him. Somebody who likes him, if they got the same cards, but To me, I'm like, oh good, he's been blocked by something. He's been blocked for something. So there is a path that has closed down. There's also issues around finances. Now this could be the whole country's got issues around finances, but this could be issues around finances with regarding the actual Labour Party and money coming in. The King of Pentacles crossing over is in reverse as well. I do believe he's just had a poll, and that poll has said he's like really unpopular at this stage of being a politician. We have got the King of Wands up right there. There isn't any world leaders that is necessarily the King of Wands off the top of my head. Biden would come out as a Scorpio, so he'd come out as King of Cups. The president-elect, Donald Trump, he is a Gemini, so he'd come out as King of Swords. Zelensky and Putin. Zelensky's Aquarius, Putin is a Libra, so they would both come out as swords. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, he would come out as King of Swords as well, because he's a Libra. Xi Jinping, he would come out as King of Swords as well, because he's a Gemini. So we've got a lot of swords energy. We've got a lot of swords energy on the world stage. And we've got an inverted Virgo. Okay. The King of Wands there, I think Macron could be a Sagittarius. I wonder if it's him or somebody closer to home. Macron could be a Sagittarius, you know. In fact, that does look a little bit Macron-y, doesn't it? With the floppy hair. Trudeau is a Capricorn as well, so he's an earth sign. So that's not, it wouldn't be Trudeau. Okay. Anyway, the King of Wands is a very passionate, very fiery, very moving things on, very flamboyant. It could relate to the energy around Brazil. Could relate to the fact that he's been to Brazil, which is seen as a fiery, flamboyant country. But with the King of Wands there, it's potentially, I think it's probably another world leader. Let's have a look here. We have got the Star in reverse. Okay. Something's coming up with the Zelensky. Kiev. Zelensky is an Aquarius. The Star relates to an Aquarius. Something about Maiden Square or something. I don't know. But the Queen of Pentacles, there's a lot of money going wrong here. A lot of money going wrong. A lot of money going out, and a lot of things not grounded and staying firm. The Four of Cups is in reverse. He's receptive to something. He is actually going to be receptive to something, but that Queen of Pentacles there, and the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, there's losses here. There's financial losses here. People want him to be receptive. People want him to change. That is around, but he's not listening, because you've got the Hanged Man in reverse there with that Four of Cups in reverse and that Hanged Man in reverse. I don't think he's going to listen. What does he want out of everything right now? What's his goal? Ten of Pentacles in reverse. What? And the Three of Cups in reverse. This guy, there's a quote associated with the WEF, and I don't know if it's how true it is, this quote, but it's a "you will own nothing and be happy" kind of thing. That's the energy of this dude. He has got an awful energy, to be honest. That Three of Cups, it's two things with this. We are potentially going to have a curb on the nicer things in life for the country. Or there's potentially going to be a bit of an expose that he's not going to like about his own personal life and his indulgences, shall we say. So what he enjoys, what he brings in. Now, he's already had a little bit of affair rumours going on. He's already had rumours about how he likes to spend his free time and who he spends his free time with, if you know what I mean. Where he hangs out. But that Three of Wands, the Three of Cups there, that's potentially, that's a party killer. That's gossip. And that's potentially, if he's wanting to apply this to the country, there's something coming up over the festive period where there's a clamp down, or there's something to do with electricity problems, something like that. The Ten of Pentacles, though, is in reverse. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is a rich, powerful, protected family. I don't think this guy's a monarchist. And being someone who reads on the royal family a lot and likes the royal family as a monarchist, I'm a bit worried about the royal family here. It's almost like he wants to strip everything back. He's very bureaucratic, but he's not grounded. And he kind of thinks he knows everything. But at the minute, he's just trying to, it's almost like he's treading water. He's trying to keep things just going as they are. Really. Let's have a look at Ukraine with him. Saying the Star in reverse has come up. I wonder if he's already agreed with something with Macron about Ukraine. I'm sure this, is it Maiden Square or Marion Square? I don't know. I might have got it right the first time. But the star in there, I know they've got this kind of like monument there, and it just really reminds me of that. Now, these cards have just been released. This is the first time I've used them. I'm a bit concerned that they might be a little bit dark for the camera, to be honest, but there we go. It does look very Ukraine as well. That star in reverse. When it's in reverse, Aquarius in reverse, the star, if we're not looking at it from the astrological aspect, it's a very hopeful and very healing card. When it's in reverse, if we're looking at it without looking at it as an indicator for somebody's sun sign, it's a bit weird and out in the cold and things aren't flowing. It's very odd. It's a very hopeful card in the upright, but it's in reverse. But when it relates to a person and an indicator, that is the indicator of an Aquarius. And the Aquarius that's mostly associated with Starmer's next actions is Zelensky in Ukraine. President Zelensky. Okay. Let us have a look at, and those colours there as well. Sometimes it's just, let us have a look at, because Zelensky's come up, let's have a look at, let me turn that in. They were the wrong way around. Let me have a look at Zelensky and Starmer. Flip those over. What's next for Zelensky and Starmer's relationship? The Devil. Card 15 in the tarot is the Devil. It's called Nain Rouge in this deck. It's a deck based off cryptids and stuff from the northwest of America. There's an element of control here. He's a bureaucrat. He's a bureaucrat. He wants to kind of control all of the situation here. He wants it done. He wants it complete. Hollow Earth is the world. He really just wants everything done and complete and moved on. He wants to like move everything on. This is a big ending. He wants everything chopped up. Knight of Pentacles is in reverse above the Hunter of Swords. There's an issue here with money and finances, and the Ace of Cups is underneath. Oh, I wish I'd not done this reading. The Ace of Portals is the Ace of Cups. It's in reverse. When the Ace of Cups is in reverse like that, especially when you're looking at politicians and things like that, there's a psyop going on somewhere with this. It's very illusion. It's very MK Ultra, unrequited love. No, I haven't read into Zelensky's energy for ages. But this dude is not a friend. Leaving the situation, we have got the Queen of Swords, which is the Advocate of Ghosts. Okay. Wands, rebuilding. Okay. Four of Wands, home, rebuilding. Happy home life, happy life. That Advocate of... I don't like that Devil starting off because it kind of colours everything else. Six of... A lot of ghosts energy. Seven of Portals. There, look. There is a psyop somehow in here. And it does make me feel a little bit nauseous when I've gone into this energy. So I don't want to scare anybody, but there's a psyop. And I don't want to know how deep I want to go with this reading, because it could get quite messy. And I've got a feeling we're going to hear a lot about homeland, boundaries, building things up, securing borders and things like that with the Four of Wands. That Devil card in the center at the start of the reading, of this portion of the reading, the world crossing over, and that Ace of Portals, that Ace of Cups in reverse. That combination of cards, that's not good. That's some really murky energy. When the Ace of Cups is all upright, it's love in its purest form. It's usually got the Dove of Peace like coming down into the cup and in traditional tarot, but this hasn't. When it's in reverse, it's the opposite. It's an inversion, you know, and you get all this kind of gaslight and illusory, and there's an illusory reality here. So is Zelensky getting gassed up? Is Zelensky the one who's under some kind of illusion reality? Is he the one that's not seeing things? Or all of them in some type of illusionary reality here? I think the last time I read in Ukraine, Boris was in charge, put it that way. So this energy is really shifted here. The Six of Portals is in reverse. That's the Six of Cups. there's some, it's weird. There's a sentiment there. What he wants, he's not that sentimental about it, but he's expecting everyone else to be around him to be sentimental about Ukraine. This dude isn't. The Fan of Ghosts is the Page of Swords. There's going to be a lot of chatter. There's going to be a lot of stuff online. I think we're going to get a psyop. I really do. I'm like, there's something coming. There's like some type of psyop here coming. The Seven of Portals. What he wants is confusion. This is what he wants as the outcome. What he wants is confusion. Now, the Seven of Cups is like when it is upright, because that's what the Seven of Portals is. It is a choice of lots of cups, with lots of different opportunities in them, lots of different avenues you can go down, and you're kind of overwhelmed, and there's a little bit of a daydreaming vibe. When the Seven of Cups is in reverse, it is very gaslighting on a mass scale. That's what he's going for. The outcome is, though, the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Ghosts in reverse. So it's not the level of terror that it could get to, but there is going to be some stress and some sleepless nights on for everyone else, and especially when you're in Ukraine. There's going to be a lot of fear energy. There's going to be a lot of anxiety energy. It's not outright constant fear all the time, constantly, but there is a level of fear. However, with the Nine of Swords or the Nine of Ghosts in reverse, that fear will pass, and it's not going to stay around for like a long time. I don't know if I should read on Putin. I've just said I'm going to read on Putin, so I'm going to read on Putin, because I know what you'll be like. Some of you guys will be like, well, why didn't you just read on him? Okay, I'm going to read on Putin. Let's read on Putin. It might be a bit quicker. What does Keir's relationship, or Keir's feelings towards Putin? I do know he has said that Putin is he's not resuming contact with Putin. Let's have a look. This is the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is on the defensive. So he's kind of like bulking up. He's on the defensive when it comes to Putin. The Queen of Wands is crossing over. Okay. And the Hanged Man is above. And the Four of Cups is underneath. He's not receptive to speaking to Putin. That Queen of Wands crossing over. Oh, what's her name? I know we've got Angela Rayner. She's an Aries, so it could be something to do with Angela Rayner. There's a new chick coming in on the next administration in America. I've forgotten her name. Tulsi Gabbard? She's a fire sign too. She's going to be head of, like, is it the intelligence services or something? I wonder if that's her. The Hanged Man above, that is sacrifice and waiting and seeing. So when it comes to Putin, there's learned intelligence, there's shared intelligence, there's intelligence when it comes in, but like that's what we know about it. But underneath, he's not receptive, which ties into his overall energy. He's not receptive. He already thinks he knows what he knows, you know. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Swords leaving the situation. There's more something else has been taken. There's some espionage. There's more stuff that's gone on leading up to this than between Putin and Starmer. Then we know. Then we're ready to know. Then they're ready to let us know. And there's the Emperor. There's the Queen of Pentacles there. And there's the Eight of Cups. Who is this Queen of Pentacles? Because there's a Queen of Pentacles in reverse underneath it as well. When I read Starmer's energy. This could just be the finances and the money that needs to be spent with this potential war. He's not going to be overly happy. Here you've got a walking away. Some people are around him with the Eight of Cups want him to walk away from this. They really do. They want Starmer to walk away from it. There's the King of Cups in reverse. And there's the Nine of Wands, boundaries. Feeling like you've been battered. The Emperor there is basically nation building. The Emperor is Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars, which is the planet of conflict and war. So I do think we're going to get some rhetoric heating up a lot. But there is something here when it comes to Starmer and Putin. There is an issue here with Joe Biden as well. The King of Cups is in reverse. Joe Biden's a Scorpio, so he would come out as Cups as well. I think with the Emperor upright, though, I know that's indicating of the planet of Mars and war, and Aries is all of those things. With the Emperor upright, when you look at the Four of Wands as well, that's very much boundaries and rebuilding and building your home. But the Emperor upright is doing it on a very larger scale. Very much a larger scale. So we might hear harsher rhetoric when it comes to stuff like that with Putin. He is going to feel battered, though. He is going to feel really battered when it comes to Putin. So I wonder if there's something that's going to happen here with regards to Biden, Putin, and all of these players that takes relationships and frustrations to the brink. But I'm very interested if there's a Queen of Pentacles character that is in mix all of this. If I find out after I've done the reading who that could possibly be, because I work with the cards via the star signs. So the Queen of Pentacles will relate to an earth sign lady who is either Taurus, Capricorn, or of course it's the other one, Virgo. I wonder, I do know Queen of Pentacles off the top of my head here. And I'm wondering if there's something about needing to get Kemi Badenoch sign off because she's the leader of the opposition. And Kemi Badenoch is a Capricorn. I remember that from doing some readings ages ago on some of the politicians in the UK. But it could be finances as well, or an earth sign woman. There's an earth sign woman. I don't think, if it is Badenoch, I don't think Badenoch's completely in agreement with what Starmer should do. when it comes to Ukraine or Putin. I think there is a bit of a fork in the road there with her in that regard, if it is her. If not, there's something financial going on. It's a bigger financial, or it's a different earth sign woman. You might think that's not really specific, but it is, because it's either there's something financial extra going on, or it's an earth sign woman in the orbit. Not an Aries or Aquarius or a Libra. It's an earth sign, so it's one of 3 signs, and that will be involved in this story sometime. And that King of Cups is I feel like that is Biden. The 9 of Wands is him feeling battered though as well. The devil starting when we looked at Zelensky. I feel like there is a lot of control there over Zelensky. I do feel like there is psyops going on. I do feel like there is things going on that is a bigger picture when it comes to this. And that's not me being anti-West or pro-Russian or anti-Russian. I'm just telling you what's in the cards. If the card had come out and it was the 10 of Cups, I'd be like, oh, everyone's getting on. If the card had come out and it was, I don't know, the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, I'd be like, oh, everybody's having, people aren't really gelling, but they're trying. There's disruption in how everyone's working, but it's the devil, and I can't help that. The cards come out how they come out. So I'm not choosing, and I have to say this, when I'm reading it, I'm not going, I don't come in with an overall I mean, I know I slagged basically Starmer off, but if he had a load of good cards, I would have said, oh, well, actually, things are not going so great. You know, I don't know, man. It's these aren't great cards, but then again, politics is a murky world. You've got to remember that. There's nothing really straightforward with politics. I feel a bit sick now. It's feel a bit nauseous. Yeah, so there we go. That's what I've got in the cards for you. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't worry. Keep praying for peace. Pray for the best outcomes. We need everybody all over the world to be living in as much of a safe environment as possible. All the animals, all the people, just enjoying life, getting on, and as much as anyone can. But we don't need all the killing. We don't need the war. You know, we don't need that energy. So yeah, we are in the age of Pluto, and Pluto has come into Aquarius, or Aquarius has gone into Pluto, and that's always a very disruptive phase. During the last time that came through, it was let me get this right, it was the Industrial Revolution, it was the French Revolution, it was the American War of Independence, when you chucked us out. Thank you very much, America. And there was something else as well, and I've forgotten it. But yeah, so there was all of that in that kind of period when Pluto goes into Aquarius. So that is the energy. So we are coming up into a time for the next 30, 20, 30, 40 years. I forget how long it is. There is going to be some upheavals, unfortunately. It doesn't always land on your country. It can land somewhere else. And I feel like this is part of it. And then when Donald Trump becomes president in January, then there will be more changes and more things happening. It doesn't have to be bad, you know? So there we go. Thank you very much for being here. Sorry I've rambled on a lot. I will be back for more readings on the royals, celebrities and all of that. I just thought it would be interesting to look at Putin. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And I'll speak to you all really soon. Bye, everyone.